trying to remain optimistic. I'm trying. I'm trying to remain optimistic. I got 10 mason jars. Is that right? No, I got 20 mason jars. But I'm only going to part with like 12. I'm going to keep 8 for the head. Now, I know none of this probably makes any sense to you. But it's not supposed to. Because it's just like the inside scoop that I'm keeping to myself for now. Man, I was so psyched on getting these damn rocket tubes, and they all suck. You get what you pay for. Maybe the ones in the mail tomorrow will be better. I'll use them for something eventually, but it kind of sucks. I'll probably just wind up making firecrackers out of the stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll make big ass firecrackers. So they're 6 inches long, about 1.5 inches each. That's 3. So there's 4 huge firecrackers per thing. So that's 40, 80. That's a lot of firecrackers. So, guess it could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to rationalize over here. Make up for screwed up things. Amazing 13. Yo, yo, yo. Let me turn my light on, amazing. There we go. So what's going on, man? I'm glad you're with me tonight, amazing. Oh, I'm walking my dog around the lake. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to remain optimistic, amazing. I am having slight troubles with my firework tubes. I'm a little pissed that they're the wrong size. You get what you pay for. I'm probably just gonna, instead of making rockets, I'm probably just gonna make big ass firecrackers out of them, because the diameter's too small for my tooling. I thought I was gonna save a couple bucks, but it turns out that you get what you pay for. But listen, I'm remaining optimistic. Oh, it's all right, dude. They're 6-inch tubes. I'm gonna cut them into 3 pieces. I'm gonna cut them into 3 parts per tube. So they're gonna be big ass firecrackers, that's all. They're not gonna be rockets. I'm gonna make firecrackers out of them. See, I always try to rationalize. And then the deal is you gotta get the right tubes, man. I tried to save a couple bucks. I wound up messing it up. But you know what? Tomorrow's another day. I think I was trying to rush it. I got the package just tonight, and I tried to make a quick couple rockets. I don't know if you watched my last video. All 3 rockets blew up. They didn't even make it off the launch pad. So, it's because they're cheap tubes. You get what you pay for. But listen, the heck with that. I'm looking forward to a couple other things that are going on. Whoops. So Thank you. JKL Pop, my goodness gracious. JKL Pop, I haven't seen you in months. I hope you're doing okay. JKL Pop is still the moderator. I accidentally passed the moderating tool off to JKL Pop, and they still have it. I can't believe it. You know, I gave somebody else that tool. I learned how to do it. You know, JKL Pop, you were the very first person that I ever saw live streaming. You are the very first one. I remember I just got cleared. You have to wait 24 hours before you could live stream. And then you were the very first one. I can't believe it. Hugo said hi. And Admiral Spicy Wiener. Yo, Admiral Spicy. What is going on, my friend? You know, JKL Pop right there. I accidentally handed JKL Pop the moderating tool. Next thing you know, I can't believe that. You know, I've come a long way, JKL Pop. Hugo, what's up, Hugo? And Admiral Spicy. I'm walking my dog around the lake, you guys. It's been a while, you know? And, it feels good to get out. I'll tell you what, the weather's a lot cooler lately. Very good. JK, long time no see. Yeah, I was kind of worried. You know, you were there a couple times in the beginning. We had fun. And then I guess you went on vacation or something, because it has been a while. I talked about you a lot. But, so... You know, Admiral Spicy and Amazing 13, JKL Pop was the very first person. I didn't even know what streaming was. I said, what the heck of it? I'm going to try this streaming thing. I got approved. You got to wait 24 hours. Then you get approved. And I'm doing what I'm doing now. I'm walking the dog around the lake. And I was just talking, I thought, to nobody. And bim, bam, boom, there goes JKL Pop out of nowhere. And then I somehow passed off the moderating tool. And ever since that, the rest is history. Jackson Holland. What's going on, Jackson? Jackson. I have a Jackson kayak. You ever hear of the kayak company? Jackson? There's some dude out there, his name is Wayne Jackson. He's probably the best kayaker on planet Earth. So, are you related? No, that's your first name. Jackson Holland. What does moderator tool do? You know, I'm not exactly sure. Clint told me what it is. Amazing. I think I know what it is. What it is, Amazing 13, is if JKL Pop doesn't like the way people are acting toward me since I passed off the tool to JKL Pop can mix, can give a troll or somebody nasty to boot. Or, you know, JKL Pop could do several other things. Basically, JKL Pop has control over the people who I'm communicating with. That's what I think it is, Jackson Holland. Right? I'm right, aren't I, JKL Pop? See? And so far I haven't had anybody really giving me any trouble yet. So JKL Pop is doesn't have much work to do as far as trolls go. But I'm glad you're back. You know, I was slightly concerned that something may have been wrong. But it's good to see you again. I haven't seen Siobhan, and I call her Jillian. I haven't seen her in a while. I hope she's okay. And there's a couple other ones. I hadn't seen Bus Get It in a few days, but I saw him today. So everybody's creeping back in. They're all coming back in. So I looked, there are several other JKL Pop, and I looked you up, and I'm not sure if it's you because there were several others. And you got a lot of subscribers if we're talking about the same person. And you also have a ton of videos and a ton of views. I think it's probably you because those are unique call letters. So I looked you up. Grant, yo Grant. Grant Sip. What is up? What's up? Grant, my man, Grant. I will grant you your wish. You want me to yell your name out real loud to some of my neighbors? Watch this. Grant rules! Grant rules! How you like that, buddy? My brother recommended me to you. You might know him. Well, who's your brother? I might know him. I try to memorize everybody. I look at everybody's, I look at all my subscribers and I look at their channel and I try to see where their heads are at. And I try to talk about things that my subscribers might enjoy. Amazing 13. Oh, so you guys are buddies, huh? Amazing 13 and Grant are buddies. Yo, 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 man. Well, thank you, Amazing 13, for recommending me. I'm just some regular kooky nut person that can't shut up, that walks his dog around the lake and talks about nonsensical things. But thank you anyway. You know, I try to have a little bit of humor in there. I try to keep it real. If I'm not in a good mood, I won't live stream. You know, that's keeping it real. I make sure I'm in a good mood. Twins, huh? Yep, twins. Twins. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Them kind of twins. One of you guys like real bodybuilder and the other one's short, scrawny guy. Remember that movie, Twins? That was a great movie, Twins. Whenever somebody accuses me of something, I blame it on a non-existing twin. Like somebody will say, hey man, you were shooting fireworks off down the lake. I said, it wasn't me, I got a twin, dude. We get mistaken all the time. And I blame it on some person that doesn't even exist. And I get away with it. But let me tell you something, you guys. I know, right? Well, it's the truth. That's a good way to get out. And whenever you got to get out of trouble, blame it on your twin. So I swear, man, the other guy's a creep. He's always breaking the law or doing something crazy. And I always get the blame for my twin. And that's a good way to get out of things. But you know what I was going to say, though, before I started joking about that? Out of all my comments that I get through all my videos, I answer every single one. And that's one thing, I make an effort. And I try to say the truth. I try to be polite. And I try to go along with what they're saying. So out of all my videos, I have over 1,000 videos. I have no idea how many people commented. If I have 1,000 videos, there's got to be 10,000 comments. I answered every single one. So I'm trying to keep it real for you guys, man. Andrew Davis. What's going on, Andrew Davis? Andrew Davis rules! How you like that, buddy? I'm walking through my community, shouting out names. Andrew Davis. What is going on? You want to see my dog? That's Roni. Roni the Catahoula dog. It's a he. He's a male. He's a little... Whoops, stepped in a puddle. I stepped on a puddle, and he's a little bugger. He doesn't listen to me very well, but I love him so much. I'm addicted to him. He's my main man, my main squeeze. We squeeze in bed together. He hogs up the whole bed. I have fairly decent furniture. Well, it's not decent anymore. This one here gets his dog hair all over it. JKL Pop, Roni. I'll tell you how it's spelled, JKL Pop. It's RONI. Like macaroni, rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. RONI. Like macaroni, rice-a-roni. It's because I had a dog before Roni. His name was Ace. And I always used to say, Ace-a-roni. But Ace had to go to dog heaven. And I got this new dog. So I left the Ace part out and I just kept the Roni part. So isn't that cute though, Roni? Yep, I see you. I see you too, Grant. You are the man or the person. Remember General Hospital Grant Putnam? He disappeared for like a year, and then one day he came back on the show and he's on the phone and they're saying, who is it? And he got all pissed off. He goes, you tell him that it's Grant Putnam. I don't know if you watch General Hospital or not. I was going to name my cat Frisco. See, dude, I'm like 64 years old, man. They're probably all dead now. I don't even know if General Hospital is still on the air. What dude watches soap operas anyway? The unemployed dude who sits around the house and drinks beer and smokes weed all day. I don't do it anymore. I swear I don't. I've been sober for well over 2 years. I smoke a little bit of weed. You got to have a crutch every now and then. But that's what I used to do. I used to sit around and watch General Hospital. I'm gonna name my cat Frisco. Remember Frisco from General Hospital? What was his? He tried to be a singer. That guy. He should have stuck to his daytime job because I don't think he ever made it as a singer. But good night from me and my brother. Okay, well thanks for tuning in. Amazing 13 rules. Amazing 13. Got me some subscribers, neighborhood. Wake up. I don't care. 11 o'clock at night. My subscribers are more important. How you like that? I'm going to get shot. No, I'm not. There's really nobody. I live in a rural area. The houses are like half a mile apart. Nobody really hears me. Maybe the bear hears me. I saw a black bear the other day. My dog got skunked the other day. I was talking to Matt, another one of my subscribers, and good old Roni, this one here, the ambidextrous dog, he can pee with his left leg and he could pee with his right leg. He lifts them up, left and right. I got an ambidextrous dog. Anyway, I was walking Roni here, and he ran up on a skunk and got sprayed while I was live streaming. Fact. True that. It's embarrassing. People probably saying, man, you've got to pay attention to your dog, man. Suppose that was a rattlesnake. You know? You're lucky he only got sprayed by a skunk. I am lucky. And it didn't get him too bad. Because the smell went away in about 3 or 4 days. But I was asking all you guys, all my subscribers, what I should do. Forever Blue Roses. How you doing there, Forever Blue Roses? I'm glad you're back. Guess who's back? Back again. I'm Shady back. Tell your friend. Guess who's back? Amazing 13 told his friend. Man, the word's getting out, man. You guys are the bomb, Jackson Holland. My dog is asleep on my bed. You know what I do when my dog sleeps on my bed? I put the remote control on his belly because he gets in front of me. And when I change the channels on the TV, see, this is how I always lose the remote. It either falls on the floor or it gets under the pillow. So if I stick it on the dog's belly, I'll always know where it's at. Isn't that a good idea? Forever Roses and Jackson Holland, put the remote control on your dog's belly. And then when you watch TV, you'll always know where it's at. I'm always trying to give advice to you guys. May not be good advice, but I'm always trying. At least I try. Forever Roses, Blue Roses. There's a nightclub around me called the Purple Rose. The Purple Rose. I should go in there someday. Roses don't come in blue, do they? They come in red, they come in white, they come in pink. They don't come in green, they don't come in blue. That's about it. They come in maroon. Is that your favorite color? Blue roses? Is blue your favorite color? Green's my favorite color. My subscribers know that. My subscribers also know that I hate the number 13. If the clock, I avoid looking at the clock if it's 13 after the hour, and sometimes it happens anyway. I can tell how my day is going to go by how many times I see the number 13 in one day. If I wake up in the morning and look at the alarm clock and it's 13 after the hour, I know my day is shot. And then forget Friday the 13th. Man, I duck down. I get struck by lightning. I make sure I put my seatbelt on. Man, oh my God, I'm so superstitious when it comes to that 13. But that's okay, Amazing 13, because I like you. Andrew Davis and Forever Blue Roses and Jason Holland and Amazing 13 and who the hell else? JKL Pop. JKL Pop's been there since the beginning. Ever since I started this gig over here, JKL Pop was always there for me. I'm following the dog. I don't know where he's taking. Oh, we're going up this road. I gotta make sure I don't go on somebody. The other day I walked right up somebody's driveway. They're probably looking out the window. Who the heck is this guy talking on his phone, talking out loud, walking this white dog, walking up our driveway? And then when I looked up, I realized I was in somebody else's driveway. It's like, oh my God, I just did an about face and took off. Andrew Davis. Andrew Davis and Jacob Holland. I don't have a TV in my room yet. Oh, bummer, dude. Well, I've been so busy that I don't even put the TV on lately because there's no use in it. I watch it for 5 minutes, I fall asleep. So if you go to bed tired, then you won't need a TV in your room. But if you need a TV to go to sleep, I suggest you get one. TV helps you go to sleep. Andrew Davis with that looks like a finger, like holding up the number 1 finger. Andrew Davis is the man with a plan. Pots and pans, rubber bands. Jackson Holland is the person. And JKL Pop was there since the beginning. 3 months ago when this whole thing started. I'm still a nobody, but when I was really a nobody, JKL Pop was there for me. I accidentally passed off the moderator tool, and it's been history ever since. So I'm trying real hard. I'm trying so hard. You know, I just got past 1 million views. Yesterday, I passed the 1 million view point. Doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing. So I just set like this personal goal for myself. I said, man, if everybody else can do it, Stale Shady, you can do it too. So I thought it would take me a year, but I did it in 5 months. Over 1 million views in 5 months. I have 1,000 nonsensical videos. Some of them make sense. Some of them are actually interesting. But the next goal for Stale Shady is 1,000 subscribers. That's my next goal. The last time I looked, I was up to 978. So that means I only got 22 more to go. And that doesn't mean anything either, I don't think. What does that mean? Big deal. You got 1,000 subscribers. It means 1,000 people actually might watch your videos, maybe. I think you can monetize your, but I'm not even going to do that. If they're going to put commercials in my videos, then I ain't doing it. No commercials in Stale Shady's videos. I'm not doing it. Well, I might. Kind of broke. I eat cereal 3 times a day. Golden Grams. I live on Golden Grams. Plain bagels. Cherry licorice. Potato chips. Whoops, the dog's got me walking off. There we go. Potato chips and devil dogs. I drink about 1 gallon of milk. And that's my diet every day. I know it's terrible. I had to go to City Hall and pay a bill a couple days ago. And there was a Burger King there. About a 10-mile ride. So I treated myself to Burger King. That was a nice treat. Because there ain't no fast food joints where I live, man. You gotta eat roadkill. Roadkill. Or cereal 3 times a day. No fast food joints where I live. They're calling for a heat wave. Blue Roses, normal in sub for a few months. Thank you, Blue Roses. I appreciate that. Maybe tell a friend or two. Me on my way to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll love you forever. I already love you forever. I already love you guys. But I'll really love you. I'll love you more. Me love you long time. Me so horny. What was that movie? Full Metal Jacket. Now it's funny. That would be a funny thing. Somebody ask you how you doing. Instead of saying, oh, okay, pretty good. Somebody says, how you doing? Say, I don't know, I'm pretty horny right now. That would freak them out. Especially if it was a chick and you're a dude. Hey, mister, how you doing? Well, I'm horny. Oh, boy. Listen, I'm just trying to be funny, you guys. But don't you think that would be funny? Wouldn't you look, if you ask somebody how they're doing, and if they didn't say pretty good, and then they just came out and they said they're horny, wouldn't that make you think twice? I might start doing that. Because people ask me how I'm doing all the time. I'll say, I'm horny. 64 years old and I'm horny. Nah, you got to be careful. Somebody might take that as an insult. This is where my dog got sprayed the last time. I was talking about, yo. What's going on, man? Funny videos. I'm telling everybody, man. I'm trying to achieve my next goal, which is 1,000 subscribers. Nothing much, funny videos, nothing much. I made 3 rockets tonight, funny videos, and all 3 blew up. I bought cheap-ass spiral tubes that stunk. They weren't the right size. So I'm a little disappointed with that. But other than that, I'm okay. Hanging in there. I'll tell you what, man. This is going to be a cool week where I live. We're only going to be in the 70s and low humidity for the next few days. Whereas the center part of the country, they're going to be in the 110s. I'm watching my guy Max Velocity on YouTube, and he's telling them to buckle down stay hydrated and go in places that are air conditioned, because the center of the country is going up to the 110s. Woo, that's hot. And that is hot. Funny videos. Good. Funny videos. Funny videos is my friend. Whoops, I almost lost my headlamp. I like to shout out my subscribers' names. Jason Holland is the man. And funny videos. And Forever Blue Rose is great. Forever Blue Rose and Jackson Holland and JKL Pop. They're all the bomb, you guys. I'm telling you. I got the best subscribers in the world, neighborhood. I got the best subscribers in the world. They actually like my nutty personality. And they like my doggy. Roni. Roni, you better pinch a loaf, Roni. Because you're going to be in till like 6:30 tomorrow morning. You better pinch a loaf or drop a doo-doo. Because Daddy's not going to get up 3 o'clock in the morning and let you out because you decided not to go. I have a YouTube channel, Jason Holland. Well, I'll have to check it out. What do you talk about? You don't have to say. But I will check you out. Now that you're my subscriber, one of my subscribers, I will check out your YouTube channel. I'll see where your head's at and the things that you like to do. And we'll be blood brothers or sisters or people. There, I've turned my headlight up a little brighter. I just started this YouTube thing. I had a YouTube channel for years and years and years, but I only put my fireworks and some of my accomplishments on it. Just recently, I tried to actually be a comedian. I know it's not working out that good, but I'm trying to have this weird personality and attract subscribers and see how many views I can get. Also, I love the attention. Who doesn't love attention? You're lying if you say you don't like attention. You're a big fat liar if you say you don't like attention. Everybody loves attention. I don't want to hear it any other way. Oh boy, that's a Ramzan. Ramzan Suel, hello. Ramzan. What's going on, Ramzan? You just tuned into the Stale Shady channel. And you get this nutty, goofy guy that walks his dog, talks about nonsensical stuff, and rambles on to his subscribers and tries to tell jokes. You want to hear a joke? If a girl gets a hysterectomy and the guy gets a vasectomy, what's it called when a girl gets a sex change? Addictomy. Do 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 do. Oh, my ambidextrous dog is using his left leg. Sometimes he uses his left leg and sometimes he uses his right. Did you have flowers on pick on channel? You must be talking to Forever Roses. Jackson Holland, no. Oh, see, you guys are having your own little conversation. That's all right. I'll try to think of another joke. How about, let me think. Remember that dude Pee Wee Herman? He got caught in a movie theater. He was masturbating. He was a little kids guy. He had little kid shows. He was known, and it ruined his career because he got caught in a movie theater masturbating. Well, anyway, he left Hollywood, Pee Wee Herman, and he's opening up a dry cleaners. He's opening up a dry cleaners and a laundromat, and he's hanging a sign out on his front door of the laundromat. You know what the sign says? It says, "Drop your pants and jacket off." Do 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 do. You get it? Masturbating in the movie theater, drop your pants and jacket off. Do 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 do. Sorry, I don't have any clean jokes. If you want a clean joke, you're coming to the wrong guy. Liberace, he was great on piano, but he blew his career because he really sucked on the organ. There's Roni, Jackson Holland. I found and subbed. Oh, my doggy is going to the bathroom, so I don't have to worry. Stale Shady doesn't have to worry. When I open up my show, I open it up with the Three Stooges song. You know why I do that? Really three of us. I count as two people, and Roni counts as one. And the reason why I count as two people, because I have multi-personality problems. Shady is the guy who makes quick decisions, and Stale is the one that has to rationalize and be a stale dude. So I'm really two people all rolled up in one. And also, Shady is lazy. Shady's very lazy, but Stale has to think things through, and that's why he's stale, because he has to tell Shady every time, you can't do this, you can't do that. And a lot of times they're trying to rationalize back and forth, and that's when smoke starts pouring out of my ears, man. When both my personalities start clashing like that, I got to break out of my straitjacket. I got out of that rubber room, and I'm on the run right now. I got the people that are trying to 302 me when I escaped the asylum. See, you got to understand this, people. You really got to understand. And don't tell them where I'm at. You cannot tell anybody where I'm at, Terry Blake Sellers, because they're going to come get me. They're coming to take me away. Listen, I'm home, you guys. I'm home. This is my house. This is where I live. This is where Stale Shady lives. Terry Blake Sellers. This is where my dog doesn't fit in the doghouse. Somebody bought me that doghouse. Look at this dog. That's a 105-pound dog. How is it supposed to fit in that doghouse? So I get all my packages put in there from now on. In case you're interested, Terry Blake Sellers, I do whitewater kayaking. I'm one of them kayaking nuts, right? And I also make my own fireworks. This is my house, by the way. There's my security camera. That's where I saw the bear run past my house. This is a riding lawnmower that I trash picked, and I got it running. And all it needed was like a spark plug and a condenser or something like that. And I got it running. This is my shop where I make my fireworks. Forever Blue Roses and Terry Blake Sellers. This is where Richard makes his fireworks. Stale Shady, I meant to say. And look at these guys. Not too bad, huh? When's the last time you saw a cherry bomb? Man, they outlawed them suckers in like 1948 or something like that. I'm going to make some M80s. See, do not hold in hands. There's my fuse. There's all my chemicals. Richard likes to make fireworks. That's what this nut does in his spare time. Those are all my chemicals. They're labeled A to Z. There's my rocket tooling. I got the saw upside down to cut tubes. There's my press to press my rockets. Yo, 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 keeping it real, man. I'm keeping it real. You friggin' guys. Love you, man. Richard loves you guys. Yeah, check out some of my fireworks, Jackson Holland. Check out some of I make big ass rockets. Big rockets, man. They got like 4-pound headers on them, 6-inch ball shells. I've made everything. When you go to a fireworks display and you watch professional fireworks, I made all that stuff. I did it all. I know how to do everything. I'm not proud of a lot of things, but that's one of the things I'm proud of is my pyrotechnician skills. Here is a cement deer. One of his antlers is broken off. I'm going to get like a tree branch and shove it in there. One of his ears are missing. I just used tape. You ever see thistle? That's thistle. Some sort of weed. There's a brass deer. That deer's got brass balls. That's actually a brass deer, okay? And then over here on the other side of my house, I got a cement bear. Somebody wanted to buy this bear off me. They were going to give me like $100, but we couldn't even lift it 1 inch off the ground. The thought was we were going to get it in the back of a pickup truck. That's solid concrete, man. That sucker probably weighs 400 pounds. My car was here a minute ago. Oh, there it is. There's my piece of junk Ford Focus. It's not a piece of junk. It's actually 2017. Still got the original brakes. All right, my dog wants to go in. Listen, Richard loves you guys. There's Roni the dog. He's saying, Dad, please, can we go in? That is a pool. I had a baby pool to put him in. Listen, Richard's got to go. Richard loves you guys. I love you. Thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate it. You're very important to me. Be safe, be kind, and know that you are appreciated. And I will see you again.